Right, I've got something to tell you right now, which is I've just opened a trade. I'm filming this video on my phone because I don't have time to make a main channel video right now, which is why you need to be subscribed to TMG Trades. Also, drop a like on it, I would appreciate that. Now, I've just taken a trade. What trade have I just taken? Taken a long. Despite being insanely bearish the past week or so and shorting the hell out of the markets, I closed all of my short positions last night, and today I've opened up a long position. I feel like the market is getting ahead of itself right now. I feel like sentiment is changing, and I'd like to read you a little bit from a tweet that I made earlier before explaining more about my current open position. Now, the thing that I tweeted out earlier essentially said this. I explained my whole philosophy for the market, essentially, and where I expect things are going to head. I'm just waiting for it to load now. Anyway, I said, from my perspective, all these people tweeting and commenting, everything will keep getting worse and worse and getting ahead of themselves. The bulk of the damage has been done. Few more bankruptcies does not change the market in any notable way. We know it will happen, and so it's already priced in. From my perspective, new shorts opening is decreasing. People buying spot Bitcoin is increasing. Longs are not increasing nor decreasing. If Bitcoin breaks $17,000, it's highly likely we see shorts beginning to close. This means that they have to buy back into the market despite a reduction in market confidence. Long-termers are clearly viewing this as an opportunity, so increased spot buying pressure combined with increased closing shorts, thus increased derivative buying pressure. To me, a short squeeze seems far more likely than further price decline. And if you want to know more about this, what's going on right here in terms of all of this text, and there is another picture to go along with this, for those of you that just want to pause the screen and read all of the text on the screen, join my Telegram group. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. You can read all of that there. But essentially, in that Telegram message, I essentially explain why I think the narrative is ending with regards to kind of being bearish. And also, I want to point out when it comes to analyzing the price of Bitcoin, depending on if this loads, yes, it has loaded. Basically, this is the trade that I intend on taking right now. A lot of people are plotting this as essentially like a bear flag flagging outwards. I don't really buy into that. I more so favour the inverse head and shoulders pattern that seems to be playing out, because we've broken a very kind of long-term resistance level here several times now. We broke it first of all here, we broke it second of all here, and now we've broken this pink line, which is the final line of resistance. From my perspective, the short looks pretty much on right now. I'm not short, sorry, long. Don't short this. And from my perspective anyway, I'm not shorting this right now. But if we look at this, basically we're targeting around 8.63% profit. I took my long position out on Bitget, and currently my long position is just about in profit. We've got an unrealized P&L of 20 cents. But I also wanted to explain to you today, guys, how to open a trade, because a lot of people don't fully understand like what they're looking at when they're looking at stuff like this. So let me explain. First of all, when you click on the link in today's video description, what you need to do is join my team when it comes to trading. I have a trading team. In fact, if we click on team right here, will it take us to the page? Yes, it does. There's currently only 9 members of my trading team. If you click on the link in today's video description for that trading team, you can get $20 for absolutely free for just signing up, making, I think, it's a $100 deposit or whatever, and you get $20 for free. So it's well worthwhile. I don't even know if you have to deposit. You might not even need to deposit to get that $20. But the point is, there's only 9 people in my trading team. And if we win this trading competition, we get the W and we get a pot of money. Essentially, when we break through this level of resistance, I'm expecting big mega pump up to $18,000. So that is why I'm long right now. But how to open a long position for those people that don't know? What we have up here on Bitget is a leverage amount. Currently, I'm using 10x leverage. You can choose the amount of leverage that you want to use. We could reduce that to 5x, or we could increase it to 125x. For me, I'm just going to leave it at 10. The reason I'm leaving it at 10 is because I'm very comfortable trading Bitcoin with 10x leverage. Now, the next one would be the amount of Bitcoin that I want to buy. Now, of course, I've got this set to 10x leverage. So, and you can see down here, as I scroll the bar upwards, this is increasing the amount of Bitcoin that I'm able to buy. If I leave this here at around kind of, what's that, 12.5%, and I press buy long right now, what that's going to do is buy 0.13 Bitcoin, and it's going to cost me $234. And I'm just going to cost me 0.13 Bitcoin, and I'm going to get around 1 Bitcoin added to my position, if I've read that correctly. I'll press that button right here. No, I was right first time. I get 0.13 Bitcoin added to my position. So I press confirm on that right there, and then that adds that to my trade right here. And now you can see that essentially I'm trading with 0.784. If I do that again, just go to the middle here, add 14% to my trade, just to show you one more time how to do it. Press confirm on that, then it adds that Bitcoin to my trade right here, and now I'm about 1 Bitcoin long on the current price of Bitcoin using 10x leverage on Bitget, which you'll find a link in today's video description. Why do I bring this up? Well, because a lot of people have been trading on FTX recently, and if you are an American that's watching this video right now, you can trade on Bitget. They don't ask for your identity, they don't ask for anything, and basically you have until Christmas because the rules change at Christmas time at Bitget, so you need to make an account before Christmas, and then after Christmas you'll have to use a VPN to access it, but currently you don't actually need a VPN to access Bitget, for which you'll find a link in today's video description. It's all very interesting what's going on with FTX right now, of course. FTX is collapsing has meant that a lot of people don't know where to put money. They want to put money in exchanges that are safe. Bitget's safe, Bybit's safe, Binance is safe. Those are the 3 exchanges that I use, and I've never used FTX in my life. I've always been very suspicious of them. The fact that you need to KYC to even deposit is just, from my perspective, ridiculous. I don't like exchanges that want all of your details and all of your information. It's very unnecessary, and I prefer people that just leave you to yourself, like the Bitgets of the world, like the Bybits of the world. But on that note, guys, what do you think of my position? Am I being stupid right now? I mean, I've been in an argument all day. Should we look at that? Shall we look at my argument very briefly? In fact, well, let's bring up this crypto news first to do with FTX, which would be that FTX Group has established Kroll as its claims agent. So if you did leave money in FTX, you've got to go to this link right here, send a complaint and try and get your money back. But that's never going to happen, and you're never going to get your money back, unfortunately, unless Sam can do what I think is a fairly strong possibility at this point, and that would be to launch, well, basically a successful fundraising campaign. It does look like Sam might be somewhat successful in his fundraising campaign. His narrative is changing slightly. It seems like he's being slightly more positive. So if Sam does manage to raise 8 billion, everyone in FTX gets their money back, and happy days. We're on to a winner right there. But today I was engaged in, should we call it Twitter war? Because there are people that, of course, have a different opinion to me on the internet. There are a lot of people that have a different opinion to me on the internet, and so decided today that, you know, I was going to reply to a few of these just, this is the one. Here we go. So I tweeted, Bitcoin has bottomed, and this knob, Trader XO, who is a knob, and he makes notoriously very bad trades, commented that I'm an idiot. I really am. And to be honest, I'm not arguing with the guy. I am occasionally, but I also think that this tweet is somewhat unfounded, being that if Bitcoin has bottomed, how much of an idiot do you look for tweeting that you're an idiot? I also remember a time when Bitcoin was $3,000. And at $3,000, you had everybody calling for Bitcoin's price to drop to $1,000. And I was tweeting out back then how bullish I was, and that I felt like the market was going to start going up very, very, very soon. And I was entirely correct on that. I'm pretty good at recognizing a market bottom. Now, what I'm not saying is Bitcoin is bottom forever. I'm saying that I think Bitcoin has hit a local bottom at this point in time. And that if you read my statements on my Telegram group, you'll understand my thought pattern behind it. Summing it up in 3 words by saying Bitcoin has bottomed, it gets a lot of likes on the internet. I won't lie. That's why I tweet it. Look, you can see here, 741,000 views on this tweet. That's why you tweet stuff like that out. But when you want real in-depth information, you go to my Telegram group, because that's where I explain things in detail. It's completely free. I don't want your money. I'm a profitable trader, hence why it's free. People like this other guy do trade, pay for that. You have to pay for their private groups. You have to pay for their stuff. You don't have to pay for anything from me. The reason why is because I make money doing what I say I do. I don't need your money to pay my bills. I make my own money doing what I say I do, and I like helping people on the internet. To some extent, do I make money from YouTube? Yeah, sure I do. But do I make more money from trading? Yeah, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be trading for a job. So from my perspective, I just find comments like this. I mean, his tweet, to be fair, like if you look at this, 2,900 likes. That's probably got, what, 500,000 views, and my tweet's got... I mean, I appreciate the engagement, because to be honest, this made this tweet blow up. It's just sad when you have such jealous people. Like, the guy's obviously got very wrecked in FTX because he tweets out all the time that he lost his funds in FTX. So he's obviously not very happy right now, and he shouldn't have left all of his money on one exchange. So, yeah, on that note, guys, interesting day. I just wanted to tell you all that I've gone long on Bitcoin, and then I am very confident that I'm going to be right. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, goodbye.